real estate. I've been awake, no need for touching the snooze.
Hey, though, there was a situation with you and Tiny and Michael Fray. Can you explain that to us, how you met Fray and how that came about, that situation with Fat Rodney?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not a rumor per se. I mean, it had to have been somebody close in the knit that would have told you that. And I pretty much know who, you know what I'm saying, who dropped that to you. You know what I'm saying? They dropped that by permission. I just want to make that clear because they, you know what I'm saying, a lot of this is most of the people that know about it don't even talk about it. It wasn't no real direct involvement with Michael Fray. It was more of an indirect involvement because of Fat Rodney. A little incident occurred sometime, I don't remember the summer, man. It was in the summer when, right before the summer before he got killed.
Okay.
So right when it was either the beginning of that summer or the summer before that. But it was at the RSVP. That's what could be notified because everybody know what went on down at the RSVP that night. At RSVP that night, man, a lot went down, man. I mean, it was one of the most notorious shootouts, man, that went on. You know, Jerry got shot that night. I remember that. He got shot in the leg. Oh, no, a couple other people got shot. Good thing is nobody died that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody died that night from you know what I'm saying, from my research and understanding of it. But
okay.
It was, you know what I'm saying, and it was all based on, you know, to this day, you know, a lot of big names was involved in that, man. Feldman was in there, Fat Rodney, man, you had, what was the other dude, Peabody, and I'm giving you the names of niggas that's deceased, you feel what I'm saying? So,
okay.
The niggas' names that's deceased, and you can go and put your association, whoever was associated with these niggas, and know that they was involved with it too. You feel what I'm saying? So you can put your own head in it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because these niggas, you know what I'm saying, they not here no more.
So how did the situation start?
Well, I mean, man, to be honest with you, man, earlier that day, right, we had made a move on a new spot off of 640.
That's you and Tiny. That's you and Tiny, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. We had got another spot. Like me and him, we would set out and we was connect. We had got to the point where we was connect. So we was putting down anybody that was trying to get down. You feel me?
Okay, got it.
And if you got down, then you got the protection of being down. No matter who, where, or what. You feel me? I wasn't afraid of nothing. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't, you know what I'm saying? We was prepared to do whatever was necessary to protect whatever interest that we had, no matter what territory that it came on. We would scout the territory. We would see if it was viable. We would see if it was there. So 640 at that point in time, there was, I guess, a shortage that was going on.
Okay.
So, it was, you know what I'm saying? It was a move to be made. And we went to the building that was down the street. Now, in those buildings, you got where you can come in the building and you can come out the building all at the same time. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
I want to get that clear. It was the building down from 640, where niggas would meet. That was the building up at the top, down. Yeah, so this might have been 630 or whatever.
Okay, got you.
The building down. And like I said, it was only a short period of time. This shit lasted maybe about a week when we did this.
Okay.
So we was rolling down that joint, man. We was popping, you know what I'm saying? We was popping and kicking. Now, there was a lot of police involvement down that joint, but the thing is, like I said, the building was set up where you can go in and out the building at the same time. You can come in the front and go out the back. Okay. So I forgot how you call those type of buildings, but anyway, with those buildings like that, you was able, and then it led to an alley. So the way they had that joint set up, man, the feds had to, to get in. You be in an apartment, you know what I'm saying, you already be chilling somewhere before they even, you know what I'm saying, before you get up on you. So it was sweet. It was sweet. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, them Jones survive like that. You feel me?
Uh-huh. And this was, what year was this? This was around what year?
Man, this was in the 80s.
Okay, gotcha.
Been around that time.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because I know I hadn't yet graduated out of high school, so it wasn't 88. But like I said, it was during the summer. I do remember that part. But anyway, so we on this show. Nah, it wasn't during the summer. I know it wasn't during the summer because we had on a coat. So it wasn't necessary during the summer because the dude that came and tried to hit us, he had on a trench coat, and the nigga had a pump up on it. So somebody sent this nigga out. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they caught, it was either Reggie or Terry. They caught him. So all the niggas that rode with me, they knew that I knew that if you get caught, that you feel what I'm saying, that it's on your own. Don't expect me to come and get you because you feel what I'm saying, you got to make your own move, and then based off your move, then however it transpires, the success rate is going to get higher and higher. But no, I'm coming in the same direction you coming in.
Okay.
So, niggas that flow with me know that's how I go. You feel me? So he got caught. The nigga had him, man. The nigga had that motherfucker caught, man, right at his chest, man. And we saw that joint. So I'm looking down the hallway and I see that shit, man. And it's like, man, so I just start counting. So I know that when I get the motherfucking 3, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm coming up in that joint. He knew. So my man knew. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we did scenarios. I used to do like, used to have, I used to prepare. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I understood what was saying. This is before video games and all that shit. So I counted to 3 and I come up in that joint, man, with that joint, man, and I start spitting. So as I'm spitting, he already done grabbed the nigga with the pump, wrestling the pump up in the nigga hand, and then all of a sudden the nigga takes off with the pump. So we bust up out the joint. At the same time, the motherfucking police coming down the joint. Now keep in mind, I still got this joint on. So I got to run past the police while whatever just happened is still, I don't know if it's still coming. I don't know what's going on. So, man, we running past the police, man. All I know is, man, I throw the ADL's move. I just scream at the police, man, dude up there got a gun, man, dude up there got a gun. And I'm running, and taking like I'm running for my life and shit, man. And I get past that cop. Then I made it back on Georgia Avenue, and then we get the fuck up out of there. So we go over to Steve's house. So we over Steve's house, we just chilling. So we over White Boy Steve's house, we just chilling over there, Joe. Next thing you know, man, we want to go to the RSVP. I think the RSVP was on a Tuesday, so it might have been either a Tuesday or Thursday, but whatever it was one of them days, because it was the day efforts always played down there, Joe. It was jumping. Okay. So we go down there, Joe. So the thing about the RSVP at this time is, I don't know if other niggas knew or whatever, but I was able to get my joint in. You feel what I'm saying? I was able to keep a peace with me. You feel what I'm saying? I was able to get in.
Okay.
So I assumed that other motherfuckers was able to get in the same way. All I know, I get in the joint. Next thing you know, Feldman come up on me talking some, man, yeah, man, I heard what happened and da-da-da-da-da and wah. And that if anything, wah, right?
Right.
So I'm looking at this dude, right? And then I had met this dude previously before, you feel what I'm saying, through another mutual friend, but I ain't never really had no dealings with this nigga, you feel what I'm saying, at all.
Right.
So I'm knowing that it's a move, because why would you just all of a sudden choose to attach yourself to me? So he's saying, yeah, and all my dudes, you know what I'm saying, they got joints and da-da-da-da. So he get to showing me all his dudes with joints on me in the joint, right?
Right.
So, at that particular point in time, I took that as a threat. So my man that was behind me already saw the dude coming up with a joint. They already showed the joint. So my man already pulled up and already had his hand on the joint. So I had to nah. You know what I'm saying? One of them type of jokes. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So
we roll off. That wasn't nothing. So that thing, all of a sudden, what's this nigga name? Man, Peabody. This nigga Peabody, when a nigga, I guess, like blowing his horns, like all of a sudden he want to come off the closet. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, at this particular time, I ain't even really nigga hear this nigga. I don't know who this nigga is. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew who we fuck with, but you feel what I'm saying? I ain't know who he was. And that's the thing about me. I wasn't really caring about it because I wasn't in a nigga's face. I wasn't trying to be in a nigga way. I only got in motherfuckers' way that got in my way.
Right.
You feel me? Or try to stay out of their way if I could. So, man, next thing you know, man, I'm dancing with a chick, man. This nigga pulled up, and I guess he had already previously been dancing with the chick. But the chick was, you feel what I'm saying, somebody that was already attached to me. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, so she rolls with me. So when she does that, this nigga, you feel what I'm saying, act like he want to rumble or fight. And I don't fight, you feel what I'm saying? So when he came up, all of a sudden the gun go off. Oh, that joint might be on tape because the gun go off in the motherfucking joint. And it was. So the gun go off in the motherfucking joint, man, and the crowd just, splurge around and whatever, man. And or the gun was shown or whatever it was. Somehow, man, they got on the joint. They stopped the joint. So we go outside. So at this particular time, I'm trying to get recollection. I don't know what the fuck is going on. All I know is that a nigga just tried to run on me. That I know got some association with a couple of niggas that I know that was some shot callers. So I don't know. This nigga Feldman came at me with some friendly, I'm gonna be your friend type shit. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm talking to my man, White Boy Steve. He's my diplomat. You feel what I'm saying? So I come in. So he said, man, did it. So I said, here, man, take this jump. So he gonna go to try to figure out what's going on. I'm just trying to figure out who, what, when, and where, because I don't even know what to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
To be honest with you. So I sent Steve in to talk. Man,
You sent Steve where to talk though, yeah?
Right there, right in front of the motherfucking, right in front of the RSVP.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, you got a little section right outside the RSVP,
Right.
like a little brick joint where
Right.
you could, where you could talk. Or, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? They motherfuckers that know the RSVP, they know what I'm
Right,
talking. They
right.
know about the date. They know about everything.
Okay.
They know about the incident. They just don't know why, where, who, and how, or what was behind it. But this is it. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
This is it. It's certified.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Can't get no more certification in this. So white boy Steve go down there to talk. So this is what kicked it off. This is what threw me into a nut. Okay? While white boy Steve going to talk to him, they do the little move where, oh man, in DC, you got that pat a nigga down move. Old heads famous for it.
Right.
Where they come up on you and they, the whole time they checking. They checking where the gun would be. They hit you. So the dude pat my man down, but not like patting him down on the, yeah, what's up, man? Oh, nigga, fake fighting. No, that fake old bullshit.
Uh-huh.
They doing that on Steve and pull the gun out his back. When they pull the gun out his back and I just gave the nigga, Steve takes off running. And Steve takes off running with the same gun that I just gave Steve. They pop, 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 pop. So it looked like they hit Steve. I thought they shot Steve.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't nothing in my mind. I seen it in my eyes. I don't know what saved that nigga, to be honest with you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I seen Steve get shot and I seen that nigga go down. Let him tell you how he survived, where, when, and where. This is what I saw with my own motherfucking eyes. I go to my trunk. At this particular time, my nigga Vernon, he in the car, so he heard that, shit kicking, motherfuckers moving around. So at this particular, he come up on me, he like, man, all these youngers around here got guns, man. I saw this car pull up and gave this nigga gun, this. So he telling it to me. At this time, I'm already zoned in. I said, they shot Steve. I said, man, so I parked the trunk. Man, I get my motherfucking drone out. I get my double barrel clip. I get the joint, strip it out, put the other one on, put the one on my back. And I tell them straight up, I'm not trying to be back, man. I'm going to war. Period. So I go back up in the woods, man. And when I go back up in the woods, man, I'm looking up in the woods trying to find, the other niggas that was with me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to leave my niggas and jump in the car.
Right.
So as I'm looking and trying to see what's going on, the nigga Jerry pulls up on me. Fernando. So he rolling his motherfucking hand at me trying to tell me to come in. Now remember, Jerry rolled with Salmon. These the same niggas that just tried to tell me they're going to be my friend. You remember?
Right.
So now, I don't know that they the niggas that's behind this or around this. I had no idea. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But I peeped the move early on, so of course, I got my motherfucking joint dead on him. You feel me?
Right.
This nigga was on the curb and on 1 foot on the curb, 1 foot off the curb, man. And I don't know what gust of wind that came out of nowhere, but when that nigga came and rose that motherfucking joint to shoot me, man, he shot that motherfucker and it took him off balance, and that was enough for me to get him, and I got him in the leg. So they run this nigga to the car. All right, keep this shit. They run this nigga to the car. Now I don't know if this nigga dead or shot in the leg. I don't know anything. All I know is that this nigga tried to shoot me, man, and I protected myself. You feel what I'm saying? Now,
Right.
I'm going back to the car. At this time, I still think Steve is dead. I get in the car, I call Tiny. I'm letting Tiny know everything that's going on. Of course, Tiny trying to piece shit together. All I know is that I'm following Fat Rodney with the nigga Jury in the car that shot, and they driving to Howard University Hospital, and I'm behind. Okay? They come out the car, all right?
Mm-hmm.
With a motherfucking a little, you know what I'm saying, a little hammer joke, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look like a 32 or something, you feel what I'm saying? Half my joke, you feel me? So I tell my man Vernon, I say, Vernon, hand me that joke. I take my joke, man, I put that motherfucker cig outside that car, man, and that motherfucker that one time. You feel what I'm saying? And just the sound of it, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that joint, man, next thing you know, man, on everything I love, man, Fat Rodney put both hands out the window, man, and go, put both hands out the window, no, like, you know what I'm saying, like basically begging for his life, you feel me?
Okay.
So at this particular point in time, I know that Fat Rodney is, now I didn't know Fat Rodney was in the car though, at the time. I knew that Jerry was in the car.
Okay.
The nigga that just tried to shoot me.
Right.
Okay? You understand me?
Yeah, I got you.
You understand what I'm saying?
I got
so when the nigga that came out the car and put his hands up, I didn't know that was Fat Rat. I'm so far removed from the scene, I don't even really know what these niggas look like, but my nigga Vernon knew. So when the nigga came out the car, Vernon like, that's Fat Rodney, that's Fat Rodney. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't, you know, I don't cut off. You feel what I'm saying? I don't let it go. So I'm telling Tiny all this. Tiny make a move, get Fray's number. You get me?
Right.
So, okay, we end up going to, okay, hold on, that's before we even get to that point. So Tiny telling me, what do I need him to do? So I'm telling her, it's all out war to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So at this particular point in time, I know Fat Rodney, Fray, I know Feldman, I know Jury. Now all of the pieces are coming together. So I'm thinking, I don't know who, what, when, where. I know that I'm dealing with some powerful motherfuckers. So I tell him to bring out the power. So he bring out my AKs, or our AKs at the time.
Right.
So he bring out the AKs. He brings it down. My niggas don't know what's going on. Nobody know what's going on. We meet up over Steve's house. And when we get over Steve's house, guess who in the motherfucking house? Walk in the house while we in his house.
Who?
Steve.
Steve.
So I'm like, man, what the fuck, nigga? I saw you get shot. He talk about he done rolled up under a motherfucking car and this and that and all types of shit like that he did. But I know what the fuck I saw. So evidently he rolled at the same time the shots went off to give me the appearance that he got shot.
Right.
According to him. But like I said, in my eyesight, I think God saved him.
Yeah.
That nigga went straight after that. That nigga went good. That nigga went all the way live after that. That nigga went, yeah, congratulations. That changed that man's life, for real. But end of the story is we outside the motherfucking, remember, I never took my eyes off these niggas because just because he said it was Fat Rodney, I let them niggas go to the hospital. So I know what hospital they're in, they know where they're at. So I'm waiting outside the hospital. Tiny meet up over Steve's house. We come back outside the hospital. We got the motherfucking AKs. At that particular point in time, Tiny says, man, look, we end up calling Fray. Okay. Trying to get the number to Fray through, you know what I'm saying, however his means. That's what I'm saying. He had connections like that. I wasn't a diplomat like that. Okay. So Fray says, meet him at the House of Pancakes on New Hampshire Avenue in Tacoma Park.
Right, I'm down.
So that's my motherfucking area. So absolutely I will meet this nigga. Nigga want to meet me in my area? Hell yeah. You feel me? So now at this time, I don't know what I'm going to meet. All I know is I'm going to meet Fray. You
Right.
feel me?
Okay.
Now, only dealings I had with Fray prior to that was when I was young, I seen Fray driving up the street in them motherfucking fancy, beautiful cars. And I always thought that he was the smoothest motherfucker that could be around. You feel me? So I respected this dude. You feel what I'm saying? Every time I seen this dude, this nigga ain't never had nothing negative to say.
Yeah.
Ain't never given me a smirk. And he always encouraged me. You feel me?
That's right.
So, but I never had no business dealings with him at all. But at the time, my reputation was a little bit bigger than what I was because I didn't think I was shit. All I knew is that I was just doing what I was doing to survive in an area that was trying to get a nigga. You feel me?
That's right.
That was it. Because everybody was trying to get a nigga. So, he, what I'm saying, evidently knew more of me than what I, what I'm saying, intimate of me than what I knew of him. So, okay. I meet him. He in the motherfucking House of Pancakes. I walk up in there, so, I got Burning outside, Burning like, what's up, Tiny out, man, nah, man, I'm going in here to meet this nigga by myself, you feel me?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I go up in that joint, but, I'm ready, I'm strapped, I'm dead. So he come up there, he's like, man, dog, what's up, man? Man, listen, let me tell you, Fat Rodney ain't had shit to do with none of that shit, period. And it's over. Now, the mother niggas, I don't fuck with them niggas. And that was it. That was the end of our motherfucking conversation, man. And, and all I repeated back to him, I said, so it's over?
So
like,
hold on. So didn't Fray make a phone call, though?
Well, yeah. In the process of that, I'm like, do they know it's over? You're right. I question him. I ask him, I say, man, do they know that it's over?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And he called Fat Rodney right there on the phone and told him that, you know what I'm saying, basically that just don't even, if a nigga talking about me or saying my name, don't say nothing negative about me, that I'm his man.
Okay.
That's what he told me. He said, man, Fernando, my man.
That's right.
And he said, so it's over. and that was it.
Now, where was Tiny at? Where was Tiny at?
Yeah.
Where was Tiny at the pancake house?
Tiny was outside. Tiny was my man. Like I said, Tiny is the one that brought the AKs there. Tiny was the one that set up and thought of the plan to call Fray.
Okay,
you feel what I'm saying? And then you got you know, his sidekick, which was Vernon. You feel what I'm saying? Vernon was the one that had the, you know, which I found out later, which was the reason why how we even got Fray's number.
Okay,
you feel what I'm saying? Through his means. You feel what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? We was able to maneuver that, and keep in mind, you gotta understand, I'm a young nigga, man. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga. When I look back at it now, I'm sitting in front of this nigga, and I'm looking at my son now, my age, and I can't even imagine what the fuck I look like.
Hey, nigga, I used to see your little ass balling up New Hampshire Avenue. I said, that nigga be balling. You was young. You was young as shit, man.
Man, I look back at that shit, I'm like, man, and then next thing you know, like I said, I got locked up, and when I got locked up, man, I got locked up on, like I told you, on that body. And when I got locked up on that body, while I was trying to face that and going through all of my changes and trying to face that, all the niggas got killed, man. All the niggas ended up dying through, you know, robbery or got locked up or did a whole, got themselves fucked up. Every last one of them niggas, man.
I know that.
Helmet ended up getting fucked up over some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what went and where, but I can say I ain't have a motherfucking thing to do with any of that shit. And that's how Allah blessed me, man. Allah took me, and I like touched some of that shit, but I was able to escape that shit. Like it was like a pathway was just made. You feel what I'm saying? And Tiny would be the driving force behind that, because keep in mind I was as wild as the motherfucking fire. But you know, because I never forget what Tiny said. Tiny said, man, so you know, you ready? And I'm like, man, listen. At that particular point in time, I'm like, man, yeah, I'm ready. You feel what I'm saying? So he was ready, and that's it. So we had one, and he had one. You feel me? And that was it. He bought we, and we was just we was going to we was just that nigga was See, that's what I'm saying. I look back at this shit, and I can't even imagine. Like I said, man, nigga was what, 14, 15. 16. Nigga, 16.
Well, you know, man, no, back 15, then, man, that's what the game.
15 to 16.
Look, man,
15 to 16.
Look, that's what the game was producing back then, man. You know, and you know, don't be surprised, man. The game was producing people at that age, man. You know, I know that for a fact.
But that's what it is, man. Yeah. So I just want to put on the record, though, man. That nigga, and then you know, I seen Fray. You know what I'm saying, man? As a person, man, to look up to, man.
That's right.
Way back then,
that's
how
right.
he handled that, how he was able to squash that, how he was able to kill that was just a word, man. And I looked up to that, and I was like, man. And keep in mind, for a dude that I looked up to when I was out on 7T, and I used to travel up to walk, man. I used to walk from 7T. You know what I'm trying to, and sometimes, man, all I had was 10 sacks to sell. You feel me? That's how slow it would be.
Yeah.
But I would have to walk because a cab wouldn't pick me up all the way back up to the black hole. And I'm sitting there seeing Fray come up in that joint. Right. I didn't have no hate in my heart. Man, I looked at that and I was like, man, yeah, wow.
Smooth operator.
That nigga do it. That nigga getting it from the street. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna do it the harder way.
Yeah, that's right. Fray was a good dude. So, he really was.
He was a good dude, man. Yeah. And like I say, the way how he handled that, man, he gave me the respect that I deserved, that I didn't even know I deserved. You feel me?
Yeah.
And in my eyesight, all I was doing was just trying to survive.
That was it.
That's it. I was only doing what was necessary to survive, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't nothing that was taught to me or anything like that. It was just when you put a person at a table, you know what I'm saying, and you tell him to eat, you know, and if he's slow in eating and he don't get nothing to eat, eventually you're gonna learn to eat. You know, you're gonna learn to grab what you can grab and do what you can do, and that's how I did. I had to maneuver around because wasn't nobody giving you nothing back during that time.
I know that's
right. You had it or you didn't have it.
Either you had it or you didn't have it. Man, I appreciate that, man. I want to talk to you about another thing, man. I'm saying, anything you want to say to the people?
Nah, man, we good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We'll get something else in. You know what I'm saying? We just let it go there and do what that do on that.
I bet. Hold on for a sec.
We go. Yeah. Hey, kid, what up? Yeah. Look, well, I gotta get it regardless. Get to that paper regardless. My niggas with it regardless. And whatever come with it regardless. Well, I gotta get it regardless. Get to that paper regardless. My niggas with it regardless. And whatever come with it regardless. Well, I gotta get it regardless. Get to that paper regardless. Yeah, I gotta get it regardless. Get to that paper regardless. I stay in the trenches regardless. Niggas talking about beefing retarded. Keep some shit that'll wipe out the arm. Curb my heart on my sleeve cause I'm heartless. Call my 40, you can't keep his eyes on these racks and they after that cheese in my paw. When you step, better watch when you step, or that bitch on your neck and we ain't doing no talking.
Yo,
Hello, what's good, fool?
man, I think I got a sweet play for you. About 300 bands. Niggas sweet as shit. Keep talking all this money shit. Niggas get drunk and shit every night. He should be an easy little target too.
Man, we on out with you right now.
I say less, we ain't gotta say too much. Just pull up on.
In the track, you just step by the door. On the table and one on the floor. If you come in, that bitch better come with your shit. We ain't cocking, it's ready to blow. This shit is real, ain't for show. Keep your shit off the gram on the low. Watching your shit, try and bring you a lick, but you won't even know. I get the drip from my dad, but really he wasn't my dad. Had a dream about him in this caddy, so I went to call me a case. Pay attention and listen to stress I was given, so getting this paper was easy. And by being the man that's down on my own, didn't need no fuck nigga confused. Well, I gotta get it regardless. Get to that paper regardless. My niggas with it regardless. And whatever come with it regardless. Well, I gotta get it regardless. Get to that paper regardless.